I'm Akia.
I'm Ashley.
And we're sisters addicted to Asian dramas and music.
We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
And welcome to podcast number
14.
All right. I thought she was going to forget because it's been 2 weeks since our last podcast.
Nope. Yeah, girl's been on it. I remember because it's like almost deja vu. It's in the same spot. And you said your line, and I was like, episode such and such. I said 13 last time. So, of course. It sounds so stupid. I'm proud of myself. I remember what number we're on. Anyway.
But yeah, so we had fully intended to do a podcast last week, but the busyness of the weekend, and it was Father's Day, and then a whole lot didn't really go on anyway.
Yeah.
A majority of the news that we actually are, news, music, whatever, that we will talk about this podcast really happened in this past week and not the week before.
Right.
So it's not like you guys missed anything other than our review of Suspicious Partner, but we will cover all 8 episodes in this podcast. But we're going to try to keep our podcast within a certain time limit now, so we're not just rambling on and on and on. Right. We wanted to just try to keep it within a limit, so we'll try to do that from now on. It's not a guarantee,
right? Because we can go on tangents,
right? It's not a guarantee it'll always be like that, but I'll try to do that, or we'll try to do that. So we will start off with new music,
which there is lots of.
So
I've been watching
the previous week is like everybody was on chill week. Let's not do too much. And then this past week, everybody was like, let's do it this day, this day, this day, this day. Almost every major company, I think, except for maybe JYP, had something come out.
Well, JYP hasn't had anything come out for a while.
True.
Well, who's A.C.E with?
They're not with.
I don't know. I don't know covers. I just know certain.
I don't
artists.
think A.P. is with the major 3.
And what label they're with. You know, for Big Bang. All that
right.
That kind of stuff.
A.P. is big, but I don't think they're with any of the major 3. I think they're with one of the other ones that are known, but is not part of the usual top 3 that everybody talks about.
Oh, okay.
So, because A.P. had a comeback as well, but they've also been dealing with death threats.
Yeah,
I didn't even fully read the article because even though I like A.P., but I don't follow them to a T. And I've kind of been backing away from a lot of the K-drama and K-pop news lately, especially after the top stuff. I kind of felt drained from all the news that kept popping out. So I kind of took a step back. And I would see articles, but I wouldn't read any of the stuff. So I don't fully know.
Right. You see the headline, and the headline says it all.
Right. So,
and
that's all I saw A.P. death threat, but then I figured it would be something more would come out if it's anything that endangered them.
Right.
So I knew it was just a threat. Not that we need to take threats against them lightly, because that is a serious thing. But like I said, I didn't read the articles. So I don't know the full details of anything or what's going on.
But you know what? I think a lot of K-pop artists or K-pop groups have they've probably had threats before.
Right.
They just don't make it known. This one is known.
Right. I think because it was the same guy twice, because I think they had a death threat, then a bomb threat. See, that's scary. And then what's going on in this world? People cannot take anything lightly. Right. Because
you say threat, you say bomb.
Right.
Like when what movie was it? Where they were on a plane and the guy says bomb, and then the flight stewardess comes up to him and is like, "Sir, could you please calm down? You don't want to say the B word." He's like, "What? Bomb, 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 bomb."
I think I remember that. I don't remember which movie it is, but I think I know what you're talking about.
If you guys know what movie that is, that's what I think of. Nowadays when somebody says like the slightest thing towards a bomb or a threat, death threat or something just wild, people are like, whoa,
right,
chill,
right. So with that,
but also too, don't you have to log in to leave like comments and stuff in Korea?
I think so.
So they know who.
I think at this point, I feel like that's why I get frustrated about netizens and stuff sometimes, because I'm like, y'all they can search these IP addresses and stuff like that, and because even though we've seen it in dramas where they have quote unquote sued or tried to come at people who put stuff online and they just
malicious comments,
right, and just looked up their IP address. I'm like, it may be in a drama, but this is stuff they could legit do in real life.
Happens in real life.
Because celebrities
just make up these things.
That's why when celebrity kind of comes out and says, "Hey, netizens, chill," they're being serious. Because at this point, that means the next step is they're going to take a lawsuit and they're going to look
legal
through,
step towards it.
And it's just like, I feel like that's why I understand a lot of people are bold through the internet, but I feel like you're going to be bold through the internet, you be able to be bold in person.
People always say that in comments, talking all crazy in comments, but come through that computer, you're not going to do the same thing. Because if they, you get that letter in the mail or somebody come to serve you your papers, show up in court, you're being sued. Don't be upset. Do not be upset because it's what you put out in the world, you're going to get it right back.
Right. And that's how this is like, I don't understand why, especially in their society where I know suicide is so prevalent and so much other mental issues are so prevalent in that society.
And they try to ignore it.
Right. I feel like they try to ignore it, but I feel like the younger group should know about it well enough to be a little bit more cautious about what they do.
Right. What they say to
But
people.
I don't think it comes off like that because a lot of them, I don't know.
I don't think there's that medium with them though. It's either you're extreme or you're not.
True.
And it goes with most of the beliefs there in that sense. In this, this case, people is like you're extreme or you're not. They just need to find that happy medium. And when we have majorities like that, it won't be an issue.
Right. So, because we were talking about netizens comments and stuff like that, but we also had someone who made a comment on our last podcast. I'm trying to look up their name right now because I don't know why I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about the top comment, like subject. I'm sorry, and they kind of felt the same way we did, that it's a manhunt, and that's what netizens turned it into.
Right.
So it's like, really, certified fangirl Amira. She posted on our last podcast the same thing about how when she found out about the top situation.
Right.
So it's like stuff like that, and it's like netizens turned that into such a manhunt for something that, yes, it's illegal, but a lot of people said the same thing is illegal for the most part. It's still majority illegal in the U.S.
Right.
So it's just like for something that's so illegal in quite a bit of the world, y'all went after him like he legit.
Right, they treat it like cocaine. Now, cocaine's. Let me not put
cocaine
these drugs.
Is a hell of a drug.
Drugs on a pedestal and try to outweigh the other.
Right.
They're all drugs, okay? Don't do drugs, kids. So, but anyway, I'm just saying. Let's move on. Let's move on. Well, we go on a tangent about that for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Anyway, back to, like I said, new music.
Lots of new music.
So another YG artist had her come back. Blackpink.
We just talked about them last time. Blackpink, where you at?
Right, the last podcast we were like, where's Blackpink's comeback? And then I think 2 days after we did that podcast,
there was an announcement they were having to come back. We was like, no, stop.
I feel like we talking stuff into existence now.
Yes, we need to talk about a lot of stuff, okay? Because we will have dry mouths talk about it.
Right.
And it's funny, too. I saw the preview, and I was just like, oh, okay.
Right.
Very pink. So them.
Right. But I'll have to admit that this song had to grow on me.
Yeah, me too, definitely.
Because out of the last, was it 4 songs? Yeah, 4, because it's two each. Out of all of the 4 songs that were previously released, I was automatically, as soon as I listened to it, I was like, ooh, download.
Yeah.
But when, let me make sure As if it's your last.
Get your English together.
Right. As if it's your last. When I heard it, I was just like, oh.
Right. And she came like that. Okay, so I'm in my room. She comes in. She's like, so you saw Blackpink's come back? She did tell me, so you saw Blackpink's come back?
Right.
She popped into my room. And then, so I was like, yeah. What'd you think? I said, Then she just walked out. We felt the same way.
Because I love Blackpink, but the teaser gave me a bigger anticipation than what I got.
Right. I wasn't expecting this.
Right. This was more poppy than I expected. That explains
Right.
it. Because the teaser gave it, then made me feel like it was still going to be similar to Playing with Fire and Boom Baya type of vibe.
Playing with Fire would be great. I love
But
that.
it wasn't. And it has the moments when it's outside of the chorus part,
Right.
it kind of does feel like Boom Baya and Playing with Fire a little bit. If the chorus brings it to that poppy.
Right. Because it goes up and up and up, and then you think it's about to explode.
Right.
But really, it just kind of like mellows.
It bubbles. You get bubbles. Like, you know, like blowing bubbles. You get all excited. You squishing the wand in and out of the bottle, and then you blow, and it just bubbles. That's what it was.
That's what you expect when you do that, though.
But I'm saying with Blackpink, that's what it was with this video.
Oh.
I was doing all of that expecting fireworks. Like, I'm about to get some fireworks. And I got bubbles. So I was like, oh, okay.
But honestly, though, I like it. It grew on me, yes. I wasn't expecting it. But initially, when I first heard it, two things. Initially, when I first heard it, I was like, you know what? If 21's still around, this could have been their song.
Right. And honestly, I didn't hear it at first because I feel like a lot of, I wouldn't say they're Blackpink fans, but I think a lot of people who listen to Blackpink from their debut have been saying they sounded like 21, which I never felt was the case.
Right.
Now, this song, I'll have to admit, does bring in the aspect of them sounding like 21. Yeah. But it's only with the breakdown of the chorus. It's not the entire song to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I feel like YG has a sound, so
it's a YG sound.
Right, we can't put them into saying they're 21 when YG kind of has a sound in a whole.
And this is only his second girl group. So, I mean, do you expect them not to sound like 21 because it's a YG group?
Right.
So, I'm not faulting for that. I'm not saying that, but you can tell.
Right, but I feel like some people were using it as a negative aspect on it when they were talking about Blackpink. But I was like, you can't do that. You got to remember, this is not like YG's 20th girl group. This is legit their second girl group.
Yeah, that's
legit their second girl group. And it has the same amount of members as 21. But I think they're even debuting at a younger... No.
Yeah, younger age, yeah.
Because Minzy was still...
Well, Minzy was the youngest.
Well, their matinee was younger than
She was still in high school.
Right.
But CL and Bum... And Dara, who's already over 30, nothing wrong with that because she's gorgeous still and still popping. But she's over 30 now, and they haven't been out that long.
True.
So the average age, and all these girls are in their early 20s or maybe either 19. I don't know who's ever the youngest. Maybe Lisa, I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. She's neither 19 or 20. I don't know the exact age. Yes, I'm a Blink.
Yes.
I've accepted the name.
Yes.
But I'm just saying,
And
and so they can do more bubbly. And then I heard about this. The second thing I was going to say, YG said he wants to stick with this concept. Like, Blackpink is the black is like the fierce and the pink is the bubbly. So he's feeling more of the pink right now. And maybe when they mature more, they'll get more black.
Because they also said in an interview that he was proud of YG's proud of them, and that he kind of told them, like, you gave a lot of the black
in the beginning
when you first came out, but now he wants you to smile. So that's why maybe this is giving off a more poppy vibe too as well.
Yeah, and that's how 21 was in the beginning.
True.
He did more poppy. Like, there's one called Fire.
Right, that was more poppy, and then as 21 aged, they got into more of the 21 that...
And a lot of people became darker. Mm-hmm. The black.
Right.
So if 21 wasn't called 21, they'd be like Blackpink.
No.
I mean, it's a name, the concept. Because they grew too. Yes. But I like how YG is making sure that their name fits them. It's just not a name.
Right.
The name fits this girl group. And I feel like that's what YG does. He has them focus on the type of music. And when they become so good at it, they realize what kind of genre or what they want to do.
Right. And
so they become their own. Later on, 21 became it. Big Bang definitely became that.
Right.
So I think Blackpink will too.
Right, because if any VIP or anybody just getting into Big Bang, if you listen to the earlier stuff, not to say it's completely different than what Big Bang released in the last few years,
right?
But you could definitely hear the growth in their music sound.
Right.
So, I feel like Big Bang was always Big Bang. 21 was always 21. Same with Winner and same with Icon, despite me not paying to Icon so much. they all kind of start off with someone and they grow on that sound.
Yeah, and that's what he wants them to do. So that you're not like relying on the company. The company is, you know, doing for you and you perform.
Right.
YG is the type to have you master something and then create your own. And I feel like that's what he did with 21, and that's what he's doing with Big Bang. And he's trying to do that with Winner and Icon, but they're still new groups. And he feels like they don't know how to play the field that great yet.
Right.
Granted, you know, I'd say I am a YG stan, but I don't agree with a lot of things, so I don't want to claim it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I like that fact that he does that.
Yeah, I used to be easier to claim myself as a YG stan beforehand, but with the stuff that's happened in the last few years, I've kind of pulled back on admitting that and just saying that I like a lot of YG artists.
Right.
But in all actuality, I'm still
a stan,
low key a YG stan.
Yeah.
But back to Blackpink and all that stuff, but music video wise, the music video I loved.
Yeah.
Because the song didn't pull me in, but I kept paying attention because the video was nice.
And they having so much fun.
Right. And
can we talk about Lisa, my bae? Lisa?
Girl,
in that all English rap?
Right. And that's the thing. The first time I heard it, I didn't realize it was all English until I watched the stage. I watched the stage performance. I made it to me to watching the stage performance that it was in all English.
It's because the way she raps is like da 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 da. I don't know how to do it, but
like she has the same flow style that she has in English that she has in Korean. So if you're not paying attention, you don't know.
Right. Lisa stan all through and through. I'm gonna lie, Rose is really moving up, and I'm in love with her.
Rose is bae and biased.
Jennie is awesome, and so is Jisoo. Jisoo really like caught me in this video, and it's so hard. I want to say I'm a bias. I'm just a Blackpink bias, but you know, you can't do that. You have to choose. And Lisa's really up there still, even with this rap. But
for me, Rose was bae, and then watching her in this video, I'm like, this girl put off like 3 or 4 different hairstyles. I'm like, you can't tell me she don't look
every other scene.
Why?
Y'all ain't ready for this?
What?
Rose?
And my thing is, I was like, Rose is closer to the hair color that she is now to the pre-debut pictures that I saw that pulled me into her. But what
she pulled me in with those pictures too. It was until after when they actually debuted that I found out I was like, love Lisa.
Right. And then, but with Rose though, also what I loved is that, to me, I feel like sometimes I feel like certain artists, they have a certain sex appeal with certain eye color.
Yeah.
Not eye color, hair color. I feel like Rose had sex appeal with granted, I know she's my bias.
Yeah.
But I feel like she had sex appeal with dark hair. She had sex appeal when she had the light hair, and then when she had the medium hair that they kind of debuted with. So it's like, girl, this is every time you guys come out with a music video, you prove why you're my bias.
I love that YG doesn't put that many girls in a girl group. It gives you more time to appreciate everybody.
Right. And Jennie, who I will admit, because I knew about her way before Blackpink even was announced.
Right.
I went into this trying not to pay too much attention to her at first because I knew more about her than the other members.
I tried not to like her more than everybody else because I already know you,
I can't
and
help
I really love
it.
you. And I really love you.
And then I love watching Jennie on the when they do the variety shows.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
I can't help it. And Lisa, she fits Maknae so well.
Yeah.
And they take up for her.
She's so much fun. She seems like a really fun person.
Jisoo, I love because that girl will have me
laughing. She's savage.
Yes. I just love them all. And I'm glad that YG's deciding to put them out into more groups, more variety shows. I mean.
Yeah, definitely.
So that is nice. Okay, enough about Blackpink and YG, guys. NCT 127.
Let me do this. NCT 127 had a comeback called Cherry Bomb. And now I saw the teasers and I was like, okay. And granted, I never was really in love with NCT 127. But Kia ain't seen this yet. And so when it started, I was just like, oh, that's what you're doing. I don't really love it. It grew on me, yes, but I still don't love it.
I feel like this would fit NCTU better.
It would. And I feel like if they did that with NCTU, it would have been better. By the time you get to the end, you just feel like there's too many members for this song.
And NCTU would have fit perfect with
Right.
that. Like, I don't understand why they're forgetting about NCTU, because it's been a year. Like I said last podcast, it's been a year.
And where's 10? Come on, because I think he's the only one who's not in 127, right? From NCTU.
Yes.
So they need to put NCTU back together.
Right. Because the members that I liked the most are the only ones that stand out
That's
to me.
my favorite dance move, though. I'm not even going to lie. They're like, scooting across the floor. Pose.
You know when you watch them dance videos when they're like,
Pose.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
yes. And they have a little bit of singing in it, and it's just like
that fit NCTU. That's NCTU because there are more rappers in
Right.
NCTU. So this song, SM. Cause isn't that Mark?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice song, but I probably would have been more inclined to download it. Like I said, if it was NCTU.
Yeah. And then NCT 127, they're good at dancing. Don't get me wrong, they're SM, but I feel like NCTU was more of hard hitters, and they could have been a better dance for this. I feel like they kind of toned down the dance because they don't have just the best dancers. This is not. It's not like, I think NCT is more like the performance group.
Right.
NCT 127, I don't know what they are, and then the NCT Dream is the babies. They're still really good and very impressionable, but
right.
You know, it's okay because they're cute. What's NCT 127? And see, Mark's is like his third time having a part.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's going back and forth between the same 2 to 3 members.
Yeah.
Who were at NCTU. So I'm just saying.
They could have just did this with some extra background dancers or something. That's exactly how everybody feels, and they're not even the best dancers. Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. They could have had NCTU perform this and had the members from 127 be the background dancers.
Right. But yeah, that's them.
Oh, this is long.
It is. I didn't realize that until I started watching. I was like,
because I feel like it should be winding down now.
But no, they keep going because they want to dance some more. And it's not, guys, I'm not trying to bash them because I love SM. I'm a low-key SM stan. But all the same, it's low-key for a reason. Like, I can't honestly say that I love this.
I feel like it'd be more to it, and it's just the dragging, the extra minute is unnecessary.
I feel like they didn't know what to do with
it
the song.
Distracted from the better part of the song.
Yeah, and then they do this, and they get more dancing. And I found
and what is the point of this video?
Yes, right. But they're cherry bombs. Cherry bombs are coming. Like, you gotta watch this part. Watch this part. Yeah.
Like I said, the extra minute was unnecessary.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a bad song, but like I said the entire time, it could have been done better by the other group.
All right, let's move on because I don't really have much else to say about it. It's over now. This group, okay, guys, I'm so late on this, but A.C.E or A.C.E, Cactus, I've been obsessed all weekend.
She spent probably a good 24 hours watching nothing but them.
Yes. They're a rookie group. Just debuted a month ago.
I came in and I saw thighs.
Know everything about them. Like, this is their basic music video. If you watch, they have a performance, what's it called? A relay performance video, music video, where they're dancing in their hot pants. Because they're known for their hot pants. Their thighs are ginormous.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but they're not like beefy.
Right, they're not like overly just. I came into her room and all I saw was thighs on the screen. I was like, said, why is he wearing coochie cutters?
No, it's not. They're just dancing. They're so good.
All I saw was thighs, and it wasn't necessarily in a bad way. I just was like, where's the rest of their shorts?
Right.
But it wasn't bad. They got thighs for real, like legit. You could tell that they're a dancing group.
They are. They're a performance group. They're good at singing though, and that's the thing. You know, I was just like, okay. I thought it was gonna be one of those basic music videos, but I got into it. The song had to grow on me, to be honest, but the dancing is what caught me, wanted me to look more into them. Mm-hmm. And the more I watched it, the more I was like, this song is actually good.
This song is very much like what you like.
You say that, but the more you listen to it, it grows on you.
Right, no, I'm not saying that in a bad sense. It's just what you would initially like anyway from the top without me having to take a little bit longer to get into it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
I guess. But anyway,
because I feel like we like a lot of the same stuff, but we gravitate toward different tastes in K-pop.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you're a low-key SM stan. I could probably count on one hand the amount of SM songs that I was like, ooh, right off the bat.
Oh. Maybe because I've actually bought albums from their groups on there, more than one group.
Right.
But while YG, well, granted, it's the only one I can compare because the only person other than K-hip hop that I actually spend money on, is YG or SM.
And I think I may have actually more JYP artist songs than SM artist
Right,
songs.
I get my JYP from you.
Right. So I have YG and JYP where I get SM from you.
Oh yeah.
Unless I bought it, but it's very rarely. Majority of the time, because I know you most likely will have it unless it's a SM artist that I know you probably don't pay attention to.
Yeah. Anyway, back to A.C.E. Their record group, they just debuted a month ago, and I love they're with Beats Interactive, and they're not like a group of guys who haven't been exposed. They're all been exposed in some form to the industry. So some of them are dancers, and they've been backup dancers, and they know that part of K-pop. So that's why partially why their dancing is so good and on point. And then the singers have done other events like variety shows and stuff like that. Not contests, but variety shows. And then one of them, the leader, who is definitely Bae, he was in a drama, kind of like Minho was in a drama. He was a side character. It wasn't super important. He was in I Need Romance 2012.
I have not watched that.
I thought you watched that one.
I watched the first episode, but I fully intended to go back.
Right.
But this was, I think, right before I got into my full-fledged watching more.
At one
currently
time,
airing,
and you weren't into that one as much,
right? And I only really tried to watch the first episode because I had like the third installment.
Oh, okay.
And I hadn't watched the first.
But he was in that. There was a K-pop group in that one of the characters were managing, or he was producing their music, and so he was one of the members in the K-pop group. So he was on there enough for you to be like, oh, not like it was just a cameo. He was like there
you
for
see
a couple.
him and you be like, I know his face from somewhere, but I don't quite know where.
Right, he has a beautiful smile. It's like asymmetrical. It's perfect.
Okay, never
his
mind.
teeth are
Then
amazing.
okay, well
his
then I would have probably remembered
just
it
the right way.
Okay,
when
no,
he
you're being
danced.
extra right now.
Don't hate, cause like yo,
is he
legit,
biased?
He is. I told you he's Bae. It's hard. It was hard for me to pick Bae at first because I like somebody else, then I'm over somebody else. You know how you get when you get a new group.
True, you think you like one member because they said at you right away, but when you really get into the group, you realize that it may be someone else.
Right, I do that a lot with groups.
It happens.
Big
to
Bang's
me
the only
too.
group I have not done that with.
True, Big Bang for me, Winner for me. That's it. Any other group, I think I've changed after getting to know the group. And Blackpink.
Yeah, of course. It's because you get their debut. Maybe groups you get into when they've already like been out for a while, it's probably easier to pick. And then instead of groups that are like new, because you said like Winner,
right. True.
So you like initially off these teaser photos or these videos or something clips. Oh, they've been in this, and you look them up. You're like, oh, I think I really like this person, but then you find out you like this person even more.
Right.
Yeah. The life of a K-popper.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, so I'm obsessed with them. So anytime they have done anything, guys, I'll be posting it on my Tumblr. I need to start posting more on MDL, all about them. Because I want to talk to somebody about it. Makia has not gotten to them. I don't know if she will. So I need somebody to talk about. And I'm really hurting about this, okay? I love Ace.
So, yeah, if you like Ace, guys, or A.C.E., whatever it may be, go ahead and put it in the comments. So
all their names.
So Ashley can have someone to talk to about it.
I know their positions in the group. Okay, let's move on.
And she only found out about them 3 days ago. Guys, this is the life of a K-popper. Okay, anyway, Henry from Super Junior had a solo comeback finally with Nafla,
who is my K-hip-hop bae. Like, not because I love him like that, but he's like biased.
So I haven't watched this yet.
That was awesome. Anyway.
But when I heard about
yo, we just both stopped real sudden. Did not expect this from Henry.
Go Henry. I was like, yeah, that silence was not a pause. That was us being shocked.
We are straight into this, yo. Y'all gotta give us a minute. Just let us finish this and we will tell you all about it, okay? She got them singles. No, those small, those look like micros.
Right?
For real? I don't like those. What's that coming out of his hat?
We're not gonna talk about his
style. Yeah, okay. We just gonna leave it there. There's a lot of questionable styles in this drama. Right. I mean, wow, in this music video. What the? It looked better in black and white.
Like I said, we're not going to talk about his style. Only in certain scenes, we're not going to talk about his style. Is this because you did a song with Nafla? He felt like he
You're right.
I'm going to be like, Henry, the song is good, boo-boo, but you need to be shot for what you got on in this video.
Yes. So, whoever did this video.
Why did you okay this?
Right. Well, I like the song, but this video is like super thrown.
Like, I'm legit about to be, like, right now.
Download that. It seemed like Jay Park could do this. Yeah. It sounds like a Jay Park song. But he has a good voice. He's never tried this genre before.
I think he did once before or something.
Well, granted, I've never listened to his albums too. So.
I've never fully paid attention.
Hold on. Nafla's up. I'm sorry. Stop spinning. That's making my head hurt. Dang, we waited forever for him to come in. Anyway, what were we saying?
I don't even remember.
Oh.
No, okay. He's had, I think, well, granted, I don't remember, but I know he had a song where he came out and he was like fully tattooed everywhere in the picture. I don't remember the song.
That's from, I know what you're talking about. But it didn't have this sound.
Oh, it didn't? Okay. Because that was before.
It was more poppy. He was very poppy before.
Because this is when I was first getting into K-pop, so I didn't really know much about Henry or anything like that. I just remember the picture of him fully covered in a tattoo, and that was a surprise to me. At the time, I didn't know that Korean artists did that whole fake tattoo thing a lot.
Yeah, you thought it was like, oh.
So when I saw him fully tattooed, I was like, is that real? A Korean artist fully
tattooed? Who let him put them braids under that bandana?
Slapped.
That was terrible. I'm good.
Henry Boo. Minus the style out of that video, baba.
Mm-hmm. Like his
that was a good one.
His other songs to me just don't match it. And granted, I wasn't super into Henry. I just remember his debut song as a solo artist and a couple songs here and there, but nothing stood out to me. You know what I mean?
Right. I have one song of Henry's.
That was his debut song. You probably got it from me.
No, maybe I did, but no, I think I have two Henry songs. But it definitely wasn't that style, but I liked it because it was slightly poppy, but slightly R&B-ish.
Right,
in
right.
a sense.
So he had this vibe in him. He just started to bring it out more.
Right. Maybe
he hasn't kind of had to come back in a while.
Maybe
either.
that's why he's been saying stuff about him not being able to do stuff.
Right.
Maybe this is the style he's been wanting to do.
So he finally got to come out with something. Yeah. I mean, sometimes probably you just got to speak up, let people know you're being treated badly, and be like, hey, we've been waiting. We want y'all to do this and that. Stop focusing. SM does do that. That's why I'm a low-key SM fan. Another reason. Yeah. Because they just, sometimes they
labels got some problems.
Like when people get older, they just kind of throw them to the side. And I feel like they focus a lot on the younger groups more than the groups that have been established. And they kind of just get thrown to me in SM. Yeah. So, and I don't appreciate that. Yeah. So, anyway, but let's move on. Okay. Yeah, that was Henry.
Okay, good job, Henry.
Expect to hear that next podcast, guys.
South Club, Nam Tae-hoon's group, came out with another song.
Those pants are tight.
He always wears super tight stuff, though.
He's wearing leggings. Smokey's not good for your voice. This is so him.
Right. This is like, it's not my style, but it's so him, so I can't fault him for it.
Right.
Because it fits him.
It really
it's
does.
Him. And I'm happy and I'm proud that he's doing what's him. Because I would have been upset if he left Winter and wasn't doing him.
Yeah.
If he was coming and doing something else, I'm like, but that's not... Excuse me.
He was so chopped at Hot Topic. He just seems like a kind of like a straight rock star. Look at his messy hair.
Yeah.
I never really loved his hair. I wish he would get another style. That whole and now that I see him in it with this type of music, I'm like, it fits you. It really does. I think this hairstyle on a K-pop artist isn't 100 if you don't do it right.
Because he kept the cut, but he would make it more neat when he was promoting with Winter.
Right.
But and if you notice any of the behind the scenes stuff, if they caught them on stage, it was never neat like that.
Yeah. I wonder where his band is though, but I guess they don't mind being behind scenes. Kind of like Maroon 5.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Where the leader is more the face of the band than anything.
Yeah. Who did he sign with?
I don't even know. It's another label that has similar underground type artists, I think, or
indie artists. This seems very indie, but it could be like rock-ish, but
right.
Stop beating up the guitar. It's done. It's dead. This song seems long.
That was not too long.
It's not, but it just seems like it's been on for a while.
Right.
Like, I like rock like this, sounding like this. I don't know, I'm just not super in love with this.
I'm more into hearing this in something I'm watching, like a movie or a drama, more so than something I would listen to on my own. Like, if it's in the background of a good scene, it would be nice, but to me to be put on a playlist...
He might be good with movies like that. We might hear his music in some K-movies.
Was that a joint just now?
Oh.
Or one of them roughly rolled cigarettes.
Roughly rolled cigarette.
Because it wasn't blurred out.
That's what it was. It was a roughly rolled cigarette because people still roll their own tobacco around here. You trust that it's just tobacco in there.
Yeah, because that last... We're not even going to go there. Okay. Yeah, that was very Nam Tae-hoon.
Yeah. It was good, though.
Yeah.
Dirty House.
A.Pink.
I've never really been into A.Pink. I like a couple of their songs, but...
Right, same here. Because they're
this is a group who needs to grow up. I'm sorry. Even just the starting of this video, I'm just not loving it. Yeah. And this is why.
Oh, she cut her hair. Not feeling that style.
Me either. Not the bangs. I think it's the bangs that messed it up.
Yeah.
I hate those really short, choppy bangs.
Sometimes it works for the person, but
Yeah.
Not for the style that A Pink is. It doesn't really fit me. Like A Pink is always A Pink has always been the same. Like they have hits or misses with me. Like every once in a while they may have a good song that I like. But
socks with those shoes.
But they're definitely almost the epitome of the typical K-pop girl group that I don't really pay attention to.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I somewhat pay attention to them is because I know the members at this. I mean, it's not all, but most of the members at this point.
I feel like they're too old. They look too old to be doing this type of music.
True.
Like they should have gotten past this. Not that they have to do fierce and sexy, but I don't know. You know, there's like I'm saying, there's no medium in here. It's either you're extreme or you're not.
Right. Because I can't remember the last A Pink song that I was really like, ooh, this is really good. Not to say any of the previous songs were bad.
And I've seen NG, that's how you say her name, right? NG.
Yeah.
In interviews and variety shows. This is not her. I'm sorry, this is not her.
Right. I feel like all the members, once you see them, I don't feel like any of them are anything like the music that they promote.
Yeah.
Because even, what's her name that was on...
Those are pretty.
That
I've
were
never had one of those macaroons. They just look really sweet.
They are. I had one before, and they're really sweet.
Yeah, they just look super, like you couldn't eat it all in one go. And I've seen people on TV. Granted, it's TV.
Right.
They just like put out the whole thing in their mouth. I'm just like, I feel like my teeth would be hurting chewing that.
Right. And
I love sweets.
And you love sweets, and I don't. And so, I don't know, you might like it a little bit more than me, but to me, it was too much.
Yeah. Maybe you take it in bites. And then you wrap it back up. Take a couple bites, wrap it back up, and save it for later.
Yeah.
I get a whole box of those things. Unless you're having a party. But anyway, enough of macaroons. Back to A Pink. That was tangent.
Because even like I was saying, even when Bummy was Bummy, right? That was on...
We Got Married.
Yeah, when she was on We Got Married, like, she's very cutesy, but not cutesy in the way that A Pink promotes some of their songs.
And this is a long-awaited comeback. So I feel like it should have been like, bam. And this is not. This is like you just came back last month and this is another comeback.
But I don't know, A Pink fans might really like this.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just not a fan.
But yeah,
I can't do this bubblegum pop.
Right.
And it's not. I won't say it's bubblegum pop. It's they're always smiling and I'm so pretty and innocent. Stop.
Yeah.
I seen you, Balmy. You kissed.
Yeah.
Right. This is like I've never kissed in my life.
OMG, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What?
That's how they have that music separated. The really poppy girls are the innocents. I've never been kissed. This is my first type of love.
Yeah.
And then we got the girls that's been heartbroken. I ain't got time for it. A Pink needs to go through a breakup. That's what it is.
Maybe. That's how all girls are, though. It's
right.
True. You go through that first series breakup. It happens.
Right.
You go bad.
And when I say breakup, I don't mean members leaving or anything like that. I feel like the group, music-wise, needs to go through a breakup so they can be rejuvenated and have some
this is new
fresh
me.
music.
Like when you break up with somebody after a long time, you cut your hair.
Right.
It's new me.
Right.
New day.
When it got your new weave, who this? So, yeah. But, yeah, that was typical A Pink. Like she said, I'm ready for them to grow.
Yeah. All right, so Hayes had a comeback too. I guess you call him a comeback. Shit, 2 songs out. One is You Clouds Rain. The other one is Hug and Hit. Or Don't You Know. I don't know. There's so many different names for it. Anyway, I think it's Don't You Know.
The thing is,
I usually listen to her when she has somebody featured. So, somebody featured, I know.
Right.
I'll just look for her.
I don't know, for some reason, I guess because how I got to know Hayes was through Pretty Rap Star. I thought she did mainly rap.
Right.
But she's been doing a lot of songs where she's singing.
Maybe
and she actually has a good singing voice.
So, I guess, she's just like, it's even better. Maybe we should get into her more. I should get into her more. Because she sings, but she's also like a hardcore rapper. Did she win?
Yes. I think. Don't quote me on that. I think if she didn't win, she was like the second runner-up.
Really pretty too. So yeah. Where's Kim Lim? She reminds me of Kim Lim a bit when she sings. That umbrella's not covering you at all. I always want an umbrella like that, like super mushroomed.
Yeah. I had a clear one, not mushroom like that. A clear one that didn't cover me for nothing.
It did style. Look at me in this umbrella.
And it didn't last long. And then you had to let it dry before you closed it up, because once you tried to open it back up, everything was suctioned together, so you had to pull it apart. It was a lot of trouble just to have that cute clear umbrella.
Yeah. And this is Shin Young Jae. She's really pretty.
Yes.
Always thought that because when she was in that video with Dean, I think that's the first time I really paid attention to her.
I like her eyes.
Yeah, and it's not because of the color here; it's the shape. I like chinky eyes. And
yeah, me too.
Not to say the other ones aren't, but these.
Yeah, I think we said that in a previous podcast. We both love really Asian chinky eyes. And it's so funny, but I think I've seen it in an interview in the past before, because I used to watch an Asian beauty show.
Right.
And they said it before that foreigners always love Asian eyes, but a lot of Asian women want American eyes or European eyes.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that it's the same thing. I think for every culture or race or whatever it may be, there may be features that we don't appreciate that another one does.
Right.
That they appreciate about our culture. Not to say that we're trying to take it, but because I don't want chinky eyes. I like my eyes as they are. But I love seeing Asians that have really chinky eyes.
Yeah. I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to check out her album.
Because she's been actually releasing music consistently.
Right, she has. She really has.
See how she's taping it? Yeah, you have to do that. You pull that mess too hard when you try to open it back up.
What was I about to say? I want to get a tattoo like hers. I want one on
the hand.
Yeah, I just don't know what I put there.
I heard that it can be a little sensitive, but then also it doesn't last as long as any other part of your body.
Yeah, you have to get it redone a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I would get it done just get it touched up regularly so it'll stay there.
True.
But I have to get something that's not gonna blur by the time I'm 50.
Right. And her other song, Don't Know You.
Right. This one is the music video features Onu from SHINee, and that's really why I clicked on it in the first place. But then I heard the song, I was like, oh, I like this.
She's got darker hair now.
Yeah. Will a little dabbing be over?
I don't know. Maybe this time next year we won't be talking about dabbing anymore. Because I feel like it's dying off now, but we still got a ways to go.
Yeah, because it's just now it's hit the pop culture thing where everybody does it now. So you're going to see it until everybody finds a new thing.
But that's the thing, though. This may sound, some of you might take offense to this, but I feel like a lot of dance, I guess because as black folks, we saw dabbing from so long ago.
Yeah.
That by the time we get to the pop culture thing, we're just kind of over it, and we're just really?
Right.
We're
we
still
send
doing
so many
this?
things out into the world.
Right.
You're welcome. I really like the chorus.
Right, that's like I couldn't help but start grooving. Her songs are like that. Her more upbeat songs, you can't help to groove to the chorus part.
She got a groovy voice or groovy music. See, so she does rap and then she sings too on her music. So I like that. We need more women, female
artists that do like this.
Yeah, who are in the K-hip hop realm, because I definitely put her in there.
Right.
I wouldn't put her in K-pop.
Yeah.
Just because.
Like Kitty B is another one. She mainly raps, but she can sing too. And I want Kitty B to be more promoted too, because she's good too.
And that's why I wanted more from Cheetah too, but I haven't heard from her. She had that
Cheetah's another
song,
one that needs to,
but she just hasn't done much. She hasn't really done. She's done variety shows and stuff like that, but I want her to do music.
Right.
I want to see the lyrics.
Owner doesn't come in until the end.
He doesn't. He really doesn't, because the whole story of it is the way she's disrespecting him, basically. And then you see him, it was teddy bear. It's supposed to be really, her abusing her boyfriend. Or how you lose a boyfriend. But you use the teddy bear stick. Because we couldn't watch her do that to Onu.
True.
She'd get so much hate mail.
Right, she would. She was being smart about it.
Yeah, so he was a teddy bear, your boyfriend. He's supposed to be in another drama, Age of Youth, I think. Age of Youth 2. I never watched the first season. I think I probably won't. I don't know if I will. I won't say I probably won't.
I don't know if I will before the season 2 starts.
Right. I wonder if I can just go into season 2 without having to watch.
I think it's because it's not supposed to be the same characters. I think you can
kind
just
of like
go...
1996. Answer Me.
But I think the cast from the previous season is supposed to be making substantial cameos. So, but I don't think it's enough that you can't just go ahead and watch the second season. So Mamamoo also had a comeback, and I actually haven't paid much attention to Mamamoo since that last little controversy they had with them having blackface on. So when I heard about this comeback, I kind of have paid attention to it.
Yeah.
So I don't even know. I know I've liked Mamamoo music, but that last incident did kind of turn me off. I guess more so than I realized.
Yeah. They do still have amazing voices, but they had 2 comebacks. They had Yes I Am and Ez Gag. It's very Mamamoo, but it's the Mamamoo that I don't usually care for. They can almost do trot music to me.
Yeah.
At this point. There's songs that don't sound too much trotty.
Mm-hmm. But that's Mamamoo's sound.
Right.
I love how every time they come back, all the girls kind of look slightly different.
Yeah.
Wasa look like she's losing weight. And I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way, but I like Tasa for her curves and her thickness.
Yeah. And they're always cute and funny and stuff. Their music, and their music videos. So I do enjoy them, but I wouldn't download the song.
I don't think I've downloaded any of Mamamoo's songs, but I have liked them, but not enough to be to have something continuously play on my playlist.
Right.
Because they have a little bit more of a trot sound, and I'm not necessarily into trot like that.
I like watching them perform. I watch their stage performances all day.
Like I've watched plenty of their stage performances, but to actually have a song in my playlist, I can't say I do.
Yeah. But she's so pretty. She's so underrated.
No, I may have one. No, that's on a CD I bought. Because the H Mart that I go to sells compilation K-pop CDs. So I think one of their songs is on that CD. I like this hair color on
Mumo.
Yeah. It's like a bluish.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like a purple.
Yeah.
It was purple. At least maybe it was the light.
Yeah. Like a royal navy-ish blue.
Yeah. So it looks black in some lights, but it's like a blue.
Yeah.
Shade of blue. Yeah, I see it. It's like a hint. I like that. It's like they mixed it in with the black. Can only go to professional for something like that. Because if we tried that at home, that would be like, what were you doing?
I'm surprised by this hair color on Solar, though.
Yeah, me too. And the cut. Granted, I was like, she's never going to cut her hair.
Right.
But they cut it a little bit. I want to see her with a short cut.
Oh, like a bob. She would look good with a bob.
I think she really would.
And a slight tuck behind the ear. Yeah. What? We didn't do much to her hair. It grew out, though.
Yeah.
Because it was short last time they had to come back. Or shorter.
That was a weird turn of events in the
song. Solar.
She was married, okay? So she can do that. I wonder if her and Eric Nam still talk. Keep in touch.
Probably, because it seems like they became really good friends, even though I didn't really watch them like that. Maybe not as much as we would like to, but they probably still talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very much Mamamoo-esque.
Right.
So BY also had a comeback called Scar, but this was actually released about a week ago.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched it yet. Like I said, I kind of tuned out a lot of stuff.
I don't really listen to BY, to be honest.
I don't either, but he did catch my attention with a few stuff that I saw from Show Me the Money. So he's enough that it was enough that I would listen to his stuff when it came out, not necessarily be like, oh, I need to go listen to it.
Is this from a movie?
I think so.
Oh, it's a recent release movie. I don't know the name of it, but the guy who's not In Time with You. What's that one with
Shimena.
Yeah, what's
Time.
In Time with You? No.
Tomorrow with You.
Tomorrow, something with a T. Yeah, Tomorrow with You. Yeah, that's the guy. His movie just came out. I remember seeing something about it. I don't know if it just came out, but
And I think he did quite a bit to play that. Not necessarily, but he kind of to prepare himself to play that role. He's been getting a lot of recognition movie-wise lately.
Yeah. I don't know. It's okay, the song, but I need
it feels very soundtrack-like.
Yeah, I need something catchy, and it's not catching me.
BY doesn't really do a lot of the songs with like a major catchy hook.
Yeah.
At least, because I haven't.
Maybe if I understood their language, I probably would like it more. But
yeah, I don't know. The few songs that I have listened to BY, because I've heard a few stuff from Show Me the Money, but I've went back and watched some of his previous stuff. He's kind of more of a just. Granted, I haven't looked up his lyrics, but I can say he's more of a lyricist type of rapper than. Yeah. I need a hook to kind of make my song get catchy type of rapper, if that makes sense.
Yeah, fat lips.
As they start to focus on his mouth.
Right. Was this guy wrongly accused of something? Oh, you don't know.
I don't know.
Seems like it.
Right. I haven't looked up the movie or what its synopsis is. I probably will eventually.
Okay. The ending.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't much. I don't know. BY, he's someone that I'd pay attention to every once in a while, but not be like, ooh, BY released a new song type of thing.
Right, definitely.
So I think that's it for music.
Right,
guys.
That was a lot.
Wow, we spent an hour on music.
That's like the most we've ever talked about K-pop. It's always drama. It's pretty hard.
Right.
I mean, it is Hearts and Dramaland, but still, all the same.
I mean, our intro is We're Addicted to Asian Dramas and Music.
Right. Where's the music? You got your music this time.
Plenty of it.
Right.
All right. So now that we're finished with K-pop, we will try to finish our little podcast up with Suspicious Partner, 8 episodes real quick.
Right. The speedy version.
The speedy version. Oh, I just really...
Did some time.
Okay, guys. So here we are with Suspicious Partner episodes 21 through 28. So it's quite a bit to cover, but we're going to be short about it.
Right, because we did miss a week on the podcast, so we didn't get to talk about it, and we wanted to continue talking about it.
Of course, we can't let it go, because quite a bit did happen in the 8 episodes.
A lot happened, like...
A lot.
Right, I feel like I watched the Taiwanese drama for a minute, and I was like, I feel like it's been going on for a while. It's only been an hour?
Right. And I don't know, like, the episode endings didn't seem to come in at a longer time than it did the last few weeks. Because I don't know, I guess because more stuff was happening.
Yeah.
So, yes, Jiwoo confesses. I'm trying to refresh back to everything.
This is what, right after they find out she realizes he knows. Or no, she realizes who he is, who the killer is. And she's come to the realization that she made him into a lawyer of a killer.
Right. And then they get the what do you call it?
I don't know.
The person who can see the future type of client.
Oh, yeah.
And he brought the ominous
Do they
thing.
call him a medium? No, that's see ghosts. Talk to ghosts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know how to describe him, but yeah, he kind of told them that, 2 people in this office will die type of thing. So it kind of freaked out everybody.
Right. Everybody's trying to get their health checkup, make sure they okay.
Right. And while CEO Bong and CEO Byung and Chief Bong were both feeling like, because they were the 2 oldest in the office, that it was going to happen to them. Jiwook and Bong Hee got closer on a more personal level, like not superficial closer. Like,
right.
Like they actually kind of told some backstory about each other to each other. Granted, less on Bong Hee's side, more on Jiwook's side.
Right.
But Jiwook was more closed off from the beginning anyway.
He was, and that's why he tried not to confess. But she was always pretty open about what she thought he should know.
Right. So, right, they're ready to she's ready to confess, and then she figures out that Hunsu is the murderer.
Right. He is so chill about everything, and it's creepy. He's so creepy with it.
And he's not afraid to admit anything, because this doesn't happen till this past week, but he basically he confesses his Jiwook that yes, he did all of this, and he doesn't give a crap.
Right.
Because I mean, it's something I suspected from the jump that he was on a revenge plot, because he's been counting from the jump about 2 people down, 3 more that gotta go, some type of thing. So I figured he was on a revenge why he's killing these people.
Right.
We just don't know the reason. And I mean, granted how this week ended kind of gives a closer aspect to how it possibly might have been. But there's no concrete, yes, this is the reason why he's on this murder rampage. But in Jiwook, I think he kind of figured out that she figured out what's going on, and that's why she was taking a step back, because he was super confident that she was going to come to him.
Right, he was like right here, right now.
Right.
Type confidence.
Right.
Right here, right now.
But she was like, no, I'm not going to do what you think I'm going to do. And he was like, what? And I saw it coming, but I saw it come because of how she figured out everything.
Right.
I knew she was initially going to go to him and be like, yes, let's date. And then when I saw that happen, I was like, oh, crap, she going to take it back.
Right. They're going to use this for her to take it back. Yeah. But then the end.
But then the accident with their client where he ends up being hit by a car.
Right.
Pushes Jiwook into kind of telling Bong Hee, like, we can't just push our feelings aside because of someone else.
Right.
We need to go wholeheartedly, especially even more so now because life is passing.
Right. You interpret that so good. I didn't even think about it like that.
And that's what he does. And of course, I mean, she knows what he's saying is true, but she can't help her guilty mind. So, I mean,
I understand why she felt guilty. She just needed to make sure she stepped back because she didn't know that he knew.
Right.
And that's what I guess really tore her up. That she felt like she had this secret that she couldn't keep for him, but she didn't want it to be out there because she felt so remorseful for the fact that she felt like it was her fault. that this happened. And because she knew he was such a stand-up prosecutor, that whole thing, I guess it hit her deep because she cares about him too.
But I think even from the beginning of the drama, when she first went through her initial troubles, from the jump, kind of restoring his pride and, or his reputation was part of her reason to finding the real killer.
Yeah.
Because she knew that he lost major reputation points because of what he did to get her out.
Right, that's true.
So that was another reason for her feeling guilty. So adding on to that probably made it even worse, because she's like, he did this to get me out, and then I ended up making him defend the murderer and possibly the person who actually got me into my initial trouble in the first place.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
So I didn't think about it either, but thinking about it now, talking about it, kind of brought it to mind. I was like, oh, okay. And then also, she didn't linger too long in that, oh, I'm the reason for this type of thing, I'm gonna stay away from him type of thing.
She didn't. That's because he pulled her out of it.
G-Week wasn't gonna let her sit there for very long.
And I like the fact that he knew that, and he knows her. He knows her at this point, and that's why he's so adamant about them being together. I know you, and I'm telling you it's okay.
Right.
It's not mean the end for us.
And he knows her, and he knew she would react this way. That's why he didn't want to tell her from the beginning. Because I think he even said that when they had the conversation of them knowing what they know. He kind of said, this is the why I didn't want to tell you, because he knew you would self-blame.
Yeah. Yeah. But she didn't know. He didn't know.
Right.
But, I mean, at the point where he found out, it was way past, going back.
Right.
And when he accepted him as a client, that was just like, no going back.
And he didn't even know at that point. He didn't even know, he didn't even slightly suspect until they were already doing the court proceedings.
Right.
And then when they were doing the court proceedings, he started getting suspect. Then he did his own investigation. But by the time he had freed the guy, that's when he kind of realized his suspicions to be true.
Yeah.
But then we get cuteness from them, because after she gets over that overnight thinking,
yes, she
goes to him and says, let's date. And he gets the cutest, oh my God, he's happy that he got this favorite toy type of thing.
Oh my God, I can't believe you got it for me. I love you so much. Thank you.
But I don't know, this couple is so cute. So cute. I can't help it. I love them. I'm gonna miss them, and we're close to the end, but we still got a good 10 or so more episodes to go.
Yeah.
But what they also realized within this past week is Bong-hee realizes who Ji-wook's parents really are.
Right.
And
he really tells her, hey, you didn't know this, but him over there.
Right. The one you keep arguing with.
Can you not do that? It's kind of my dad, my stepdad, adoptive dad, whatever.
And then she realizes the woman that she keeps sideline shading at her mom's job.
Right.
It's also his mom. She's screwed, and she knows she's screwed.
Hey, well, you can only trump petty with petty.
True.
And she's pretty good at trumping petty. And she does it to both of them. She does it to both mom and dad.
But that's the thing. I feel like they shouldn't feel any special, though, because she treats everybody like that.
Right. So if they were talking about, we don't want to agree with this, he'd be like, she treats you like that? Me too.
Right. But I love that about her character, though, her pettiness, that she goes, when she got in a fight with her frenemy.
Yes, they are not enemies, guys. There's not her nemesis.
They are slightly friends. They are low-key friends, and they keep playing like they not.
Like, you can walk up to your frenemy, your hair doesn't even look good today.
Right.
Or low-key, you like it.
Right.
And you better change your hair just like that.
Because that fight was hilarious, and Ji-woo comes to break it up, but all he's doing is holding the chick's hand, but he's letting Bong-hee still have her hands on her.
That's true. Wait, that's not fair. Don't be a bias.
But that's what our boyfriend's supposed to do. Right. He's supposed to hold off the girl.
I got her, babe. I'm trying to act like I'm trying to break up the fight.
Right.
Keep hitting her.
Right.
Terrible.
But then, I think once Ji-wook and Bong-hee kind of have that discussion, everybody kind of just talks it out and puts it out in the air that they all know.
Yeah, and that this guy is dangerous.
That Hong-soo is the one that's really the one that they should have taken down. But
right.
And Jiwoo kind of decides it's getting a little too close for comfort. We're not going to touch this case anymore.
Right, they're not the prosecutors on this case, because none of them are prosecutors anymore. And this is not a case for any of their clients, so they shouldn't be investigating it that deeply.
Right, so they passed it off to Jiwoo's ex-girlfriend at this point.
We gotta remember her name so we can stop calling her that. Because I think he's trying to get past that whole ex-girlfriend.
Yoo-jung, yeah.
Yeah, but he passed it off to her. Granted, it was her case from a while ago, but they were still investigating it because they know so much. But they did pass off their information to her because they shouldn't be investigating it. You know, they get too close. You get too close to that danger line. Mm-hmm. You about to step your toe over, but you're like, no, not gonna do it. Let me step back.
Right, and I think because of Jiwook's previous loss of his parents, he didn't want to lose his second family.
Yeah.
Because despite him always getting mad and huffy about them, their non-meetings.
Right.
He is very adamant that he wants all of them to be protected. And even though he has issues with Unhook, I don't think he wants him to die.
Right.
So he's kind of telling them all to take hands off. But Chief Bong, still does his own investigation, and of course it made me worry because I figured something was going to happen, and something did.
Right.
But then I was like, look now, I'm not ready for none of these mains to die. If Chief Bong dies, I'm sorry, I don't care, because the actor who plays Hunsu was Magia in our Praying Mantis in Last, if you watch Last, and I said it when we first initially talked about Suspicious Partner. I was like, oh, he's Magia, I love him as Magia. This time I was like, I don't care, you freaking Magia. You better not kill or hurt Chief Bong, because I'm going to come through the screen for you, little boy.
Coming for you.
Right. So he lucky that Chief Bong pulled through, but I was a little worried for a good episode there.
Yeah, that's true. We was biting nails.
Right. So I'm glad that he's okay, but Hansu got his own little accident.
Yeah, that was pretty... Yeah, wow. I
didn't see the accident coming, but then I thought about it when I saw it finally coming.
Right.
Because I can say I didn't picture it happening ahead of time, but when I saw stuff happening, it triggered. I was like, okay, I see where it's going. It's about to be an accident, but they've never brought up the topic of the amnesiac part of the synopsis, and so because we got a good 10 or so episodes left. This is where I'm feeling like the amnesiac part is coming up now because he's been in this accident and he's in a coma.
Yeah.
But we won't know until he's woken up.
That's true. But he's about to wake up. Last episode, his finger was shaking, remember?
It was?
Yeah. So you know he's gonna wake up.
I mean, I know he's
legit when this happened, I was like, yo, what if he dies? What's gonna happen? Who's gonna be the bad guy?
Right. But I was like, it'd be too easy for him to die just like that, though.
Right. But, like, what if it'd been better if they just, like, left him
that would have been a plot
for a couple episodes.
That would have been a plot twist I would have not seen coming.
Right.
If he was to die, I'd have been like, writer, what the hell are you about to throw at me
what
now?
if they did, like, he was in a coma and we found out somebody else was really pulling the strings? That would be so good. And that they make him take the blame for it because even though he was so good and never get caught, you would never suspect this person who was really pulling the strings. That'd have been really good. Right. But I don't think they're going that route.
I mean, they're pulling some nice twists with this drama. I will say that. There's a lot of aspects of Suspicious Partner that I'm loving that I did not expect from it going into it.
Right, that's true.
So, I'm really looking forward to what's happening next. Because the coupling is... I can't say the coupling surprising. It's cute.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think that's supposed to be the surprising aspect of the drama.
Right.
The cases
it's kind of like the added stuff. That's why they're
the cherry on top.
Right. They're added. They're together at this point.
Right. And it was no real struggle for them to get together.
Yeah. And I don't think it's going to be a real struggle for them to stay. Never mind. Something did happen.
Oh, right. That ending.
Right. So.
But wait, we got to talk about what led up to that.
Hold on. Not that.
Okay.
So they do have a lot of moments because of the issues they're going through where they get even closer.
Right.
So it's just like this female character, the female lead, has a lot of qualities that I like to see in female leads that I don't get a lot. Like, she's not shy about being with him. Now she say, let's date. She's just like, let's be for real about this. We're grown, okay?
Right.
You know, I'm not some little teenage girl. I'm a grown up.
This
I'm
is
a
not
grown
my
woman.
first boyfriend.
Right.
Not
And
my first kiss.
Right. This is not my first time liking somebody this much.
Right.
But this is my first time falling in love, I think, with somebody. Because at this point, she supports him in no matter what he does, and him too. And they don't argue when somebody makes a point. He does this a lot. He'll make a point about something because he doesn't agree with what she wants to do, and he'll explain it to her, and she's just like, okay, I see your point. And I feel like if a lot of these drama couples had that kind of conversation, well, not just agreeing with him, but you can actually see that point of view of that person instead of just thinking of yours, they wouldn't have a lot of these ridiculous breakups.
Because majority of their arguments, now that I think about it, it's over petty stuff.
Right. And you know they're not going to, like, be huge.
It's like them little petty fights that you see couples have that you know this is not going to break up over nothing. They need to get it out. Let them get the little tension out.
Right.
They're going to be back to making out with each other the next day. It ain't nothing deep. But that's what I really like about them, too. But,
Right. So... getting back to them, but it led up to the end. So
I'm seeing that
the
picture.
bad guy is
bringing me back to the moment.
The bad guy's in the hospital. Chief Bong is out of the hospital, and he's good.
He's well enough to be released. He's not completely healed yet.
Right. So it still hurts him, but he was good enough to go to the hospital, see that SOB, and give him something, even though he probably cannot hear anything you're saying.
Right.
He still, got it out, and that's what matters.
Right. So, and it was. I loved how everybody kind of was living in Chief Bong's hospital room the entire time.
Right.
But then we also learned a little bit deeper into district attorney, his little backstory, because I didn't think we were going to get more into him. But all his backstory did was reveal that he's just even more conniving and cruel than we even thought he was. And I don't want to say
he deserved what he got, because I wouldn't wish that upon anybody.
Because no, you can't even say that, because his son died, not him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, to lose somebody like that.
Right.
But and then the type of person he is, that didn't help his personality.
Yeah.
He's a terrible person, and I could only imagine that he wormed his way to the top. And that's why he's sitting in that seat. And he's a worm up there. Now he's not just a worm, he's a snake.
Yeah.
And so he's
up
there.
He's a worm that grew into a snake.
Right. And he's up there doing terrible things so he can keep that position. And then because he has the power, he's abusing it.
Yes.
So I think everybody's seeing, well, not everybody, our main people are seeing that. They've seen that. But they don't have, any evidence. So I guess... now they're showing us that they could possibly get something on him to bring him down, because he should not be where he is.
He's crooked, and
he is.
And then so it's the case that looks like might be the issue that comes up between Ji-wook and Bong-hee. But what leads up to that lovely moment is that they're finally having a moment of rest, because honestly, right after they decided to date, the situation with Chief Bong happened. So they were kind of, hospital visits and dealing with all the issues and emotional toll of that situation.
Right.
So they couldn't officially date.
Right.
And be a couple.
Right.
So 28 was kind of them doing that. Parents got introduced.
Right. It's really crazy.
So a hilarious situation. And then it leads to them having
a very spicy night. Even though they had a date where he was upset, Ji-wook was being real petty.
He was, but he got his win, and then at the end of the night,
I lost all day to win at night.
And I didn't see that coming at all.
Right.
I didn't expect it. Like, I expected them to be together and we'll get a little more. If we did get what we got, we wouldn't get it to near the end.
You think?
What we got was, oh my gosh.
Like, do you think that they will replay it in the beginning of the next episode, tomorrow's episode, because they've been doing that a lot with these scenes, the ending scene.
Yeah, and they'll replay it back.
What was it, the last episode, 28?
Mm-hmm.
Or 28, where the beginning of it, or was it 29? It was one of these episodes we watched recently, where at the beginning we watched like that whole last scene. Basically, they kind of cut it up a little bit, but I was like, we have to watch this again.
Right, the accident with their client who got hit by the car. I was like, I didn't really want to see it the first time, so why are we seeing the accident again from a different angle?
Right.
Didn't want to see the hit and run again. Thank you. But yeah, that kiss, what it led to.
Right. I wasn't paying attention because I was just shocked at the fact that they were going into the room.
Right.
That they were kissing that much. So I didn't really get to like focus on to see how deep they were kissing, because I do that. I have to do that. If I love the kiss, I have to go back and see like, who put in the most work.
Right.
Did you?
Yes,
Did you, Luke?
I do that too.
Need some chapstick? But it led to a bed scene, and we predicted this bed scene.
We were just talking about it, but we were like, it's not going to happen yet.
What? But remember we said in the beginning, because I remember this. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in the beginning, we were like, if they've gotten to this point already, then we're definitely getting a bed scene before this drama's over, because it's 20 episodes. I can't remember what we were talking about. What happened?
Right.
We were like, if they're at this point, then we're going to get a bed scene.
Right. And I just feel like because they hinted at it so early on, too, that they have possibly laid steps together. Granted, it's probably most likely that they didn't beforehand. In those drunken nights in the first few episodes.
Oh, yeah, right. They try to make us think, no, they didn't. We know they didn't, because, I mean, writers wouldn't do that.
Right. And if they
just
did...
cut that out. We would see a flashback.
Right, but the thing is, even if they did, I feel like neither one of them remember at this point. So this sleeping together is the only one that counts.
Yeah, that's true.
And I had to rewatch that scene. I was like, hold on. When the drama ended, I was like, hold on. Let's rewind back and watch from when they got home.
Oh, yeah. She's going to do laundry. Oh, no, they came back.
From doing laundry. Right. And he was like kissing her goodnight with the basket in between them to keep that tension space. And then that kiss went on and then on. And
No. He kissed her goodnight and they walked away, but then he turned back around and came back.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about that.
Yeah,
I forgot the pack part.
Yeah, he kissed her goodnight.
And then they dropped the basket.
No, let me finish. I remember these things. Remember, he kissed her goodnight. He gave her the basket. He kissed her goodnight. And then they walked towards their respective doors. And then they was like, wait a minute. That was good. They turned around and they came back, kissed some more. And then she threw the basket to the side. And they proceeded. And then they fell into the room and fell on the bed. And then clothes popped off. And then we were in the morning.
Right. And actually, I asked me before it even got to that. She was like, you think this is going to be remnants of Healer? And I was like, I don't know. But it was very close.
Yeah.
Very, very close. Because Healer was in a similar moment where the girl took for... Because granted, he started this kiss in this one. But Bong-hee held her own.
She did. She held it down. That girl's like, yup, I want it. I'm going to take it.
Girl.
And it's usually like the guy kissing the girl all feverishly. And then he's looking at her deep like, is this okay to keep going? But she was like...
But with this one, you could tell that she wanted it as bad as he wanted it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's all I have to say. Because forget about the rest of the 7 episodes. That's all I remember for the last 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm sorry. Because that was too good. I'm looking forward to what's happening now because when it ended, after they had their and the cuddling in the morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cuddling in the morning what led to Ji-wook seeing the photo and realizing that what's been put in his head from when he was younger is that Bong-hee's father is the one that killed Ji-wook's father.
Right.
But we all know that's not the case.
Right.
Without even fully knowing the backstory, we know that's not the case. In a typical K-drama story, But I feel like this is going to be another secret he's going to keep from her. I don't think this is what's going to make him break up with her.
Right, and I hope they wouldn't do that. And I was thinking he can't break up with her. They just slept together.
True.
Like, what could he tell her while we're breaking up? He'd have to tell her the truth after this.
Right.
If he was going to break up with her.
If he was going to suddenly break up with her.
Right. So he's not, I don't think he will, but I think he's probably going to try and investigate more. Because as a kid, you only know what you've been told.
Right.
And
so,
he
was told by someone that he now knows as someone who is crooked.
Right, who's not credible. So I want to know more about this. I need to know the details. And she's probably going to ask more about her father so that he might know where to start. Instead of asking her directly, because they're not going to talk about this.
Right.
It's going to be a touchy subject for both of them.
Right, because she only just now, we knew from a couple episodes ago that there was an issue with her dad's death, but she didn't tell everybody until 27 or 28.
Yeah, that he was dead.
Right, because they had an arson case come up.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to do this either. My dad died because of the fire.
So, and even Ji-wook doesn't know. So that probably brings a whole nother stuff to mind too.
Right.
So yes, I'm looking forward to it for the next couple of weeks. We got a lot of story to still cover.
Yeah.
But we still got a lot of episodes to go.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
So, I think that'll be it for this podcast, guys.
Yep.
Granted, this one ended up being longer than we planned.
Happens, okay.
It's just that we ended up spending an hour on music. We actually spent more time on music than we did on Suspicious Partner this podcast.
We usually don't spend that much time on music.
Right. But granted, we had planned to cut Suspicious Partner short and keep it to the bare minimum because we knew we had a lot of episodes to cover.
Right.
But who knew music would take that long? But sometimes we go into tangents, and you guys know that. So, and we have some new subscribers. So thank you to all our new subscribers. Thank you to the commenter that we had on our last podcast. I said your name earlier, and I forgot it already.
Right. It's all right. But we would love for you guys to comment more, talk to us, please, so that we can, we want this discussion with everybody. Right. What's your thoughts on anything we've talked about? Any of the music? Did you like it? You didn't? Are you a fan of Cactus? Do we have a fan name yet? What's our fandom? You said call it Cactus. The name is Cactus. Yes. Do you love Cactus? Do you love the song? Because that's their only song from Ace. You know, is there a fan name? Anyway. Right. What did you think of Hayes' song? Yeah. Did you hear the 21 sound in Blackpink's new song? What else did we Blink? Blinks United? Are you a Blink? Right. Or are you a SM stan or a YG stan or JYP stan? Maybe neither. None of those. Right. Or did you like NCT 127's new song? So we want you guys to, anything that we talk about in our podcast, please leave a comment about anything. We want to keep talking with you guys. So until next time, guys, so don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell button so you get notified every time we upload a podcast. So until next time, guys, see ya. Bye.